Welcome to the Conversion Bible. Just letting you know, this deep dive is powered by Growth Suite.
That's right.
Growth Suite helps you run really smart discount campaigns on your store. You can test it out for free on your Shopify store. Just find it on the Shopify App Store.
Definitely worth checking out.
So today we're really focusing in on something, well, pretty vital for anyone with a Shopify store: conversion rate optimization, CRO.
Exactly. It's all about turning those clicks into customers, isn't it? Getting people over the line.
It really is.
And the fascinating part, I think, is how your CRO approach, it really needs to shift depending on what you're actually selling.
That's the big idea today, yeah. We're digging into that, looking at how strategies differ. We're not falling for that one-size-fits-all idea.
No way.
We're looking at everything from, like, physical stuff you can hold to digital downloads, those recurring subscriptions, even the really high-end luxury pieces, and customizable products, too.
Yeah, quite the range. So our mission here really is to give you a solid grasp of the main ways to boost conversions for each of these different kinds of products on Shopify.
Like a shortcut, maybe? Cut through the noise?
Pretty much. Get you straight to the strategies that are likely to work best for your specific situation.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. When we talk about conversion, what's the basic path a customer takes? There's a funnel, right?
There is. Usually for Shopify, we think about it in 5 stages. Starts with awareness, someone just finding out you exist.
Okay.
Then interest. They start poking around, seeing what you've got.
Makes sense.
After that, consideration. This is where they're maybe comparing you, weighing options.
Right. Decision time coming up.
Hopefully, leading to conversion. The purchase. They buy something.
The goal.
But it doesn't end there. Stage 5 is retention. Keeping them happy, getting them to come back.
Okay. So CRO isn't just about that final click.
Not at all. It's about optimizing every single one of those stages, making that whole journey from who are you to I love this store as smooth and, well, easy as possible.
Got it. So before we get into the product specifics, there must be some things everyone needs to do, right? Some universal truths for CRO on Shopify.
Oh, absolutely. Foundational pillars, you could call them. First one, site speed. It's huge.
Yeah. I mean, who waits for a slow website anymore?
Exactly. A slow site just kills conversions, people bounce. So practical steps are key here.
Like making sure your images aren't massive files, compressing them.
Yep. Optimizing images is crucial, and cleaning up code, minimizing unnecessary scripts that could drag things down, using a CDN, a content delivery network.
Right, so the site loads fast wherever the customer is.
Precisely. Then, mobile friendliness. It's non-negotiable now.
So many people shop on their phones.
The vast majority, often.
Yeah.
So your site has to work perfectly on mobile. Buttons easy to tap, text easy to read, no awkward zooming.
And just generally making it easy to get around the site. Clear UX design.
Yeah. User experience, intuitive navigation. If people can't find what they're looking for easily, they're gone. Simple as that.
Okay, speed, mobile, easy navigation. What else?
Trust signals. Super important online. How do you build confidence when they can't see you face to face?
Like customer reviews, seeing what other people thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Social proof is powerful, and things like security badges, SSL certificates, showing their payment info is safe, it all adds up.
Okay. And one more core thing. Testing, A/B testing.
Yes. You can't just guess what works best.
Yeah.
A/B testing lets you try out different things, maybe 2 different headlines, or different button colors or layouts.
And see which one actually converts better.
Precisely. It takes the guesswork out. You get actual data to tell you what your audience responds to. Small changes can make a big difference over time.
Okay, solid foundations. Now for the really interesting part, tailoring this stuff. Let's start with physical products. Stuff you ship.
Right. With physical goods, you're trying to make up for the fact they can't touch it or try it on. So product photography is absolutely critical.
More than just one picture, I assume.
Definitely. High-resolution shots, multiple angles, like they're turning it over in their hands. Lifestyle shots are great, too, showing the product being used.
Yeah, context helps. What about, like, 360 views or videos?
Even better. Interactive stuff like 360-degree spins, short videos demonstrating features. It really helps bridge that gap between online and real life, especially for complex items.
Makes sense. And the descriptions, beyond just listing specs?
Yeah, the product description optimization. You need to talk benefits, not just features. It's not just 100% cotton. It's experience the incredible softness against your skin. Sell the feeling, the solution.
Okay, connect it to the customer's life, and practical stuff matters too, right? Like sizing.
Hugely. Especially for clothes. Clear sizing guides, measurement charts, they cut down on returns dramatically. Also showing stock levels, only 3 left. Creates urgency.
Yeah.
And back-in-stock notifications are great so you don't lose sales if something's temporarily unavailable.
And building trust specifically for physical items.
You can talk about material quality, durability, maybe share care instructions. It shows you stand behind the product and helps reassure the buyer it's a good investment.
Okay, cool. Let's switch gears now. Digital products. Ebooks, courses, software. No shipping involved. How does CRO change here?
Well, since they can't physically examine it, previews become essential. You need to give them a taste.
Like a free chapter of the ebook or a short clip from the course.
Exactly. Sample content, a demo video for software. It reduces the perceived risk and shows them the value upfront.
And being really clear about how they get it. Delivery details.
Absolutely paramount. Is it an instant download? Do they get an email link, a license key? Spell it out clearly. Avoid any confusion or anxiety after they've paid.
Right. No one wants to buy something and then wonder how to access it.
For sure. And with digital, you also need to address digital rights. Be clear about licenses, usage terms, and mentioning things like future updates or tech support can add value and build trust too.
Got it. Okay, next category. Subscription products, recurring boxes, memberships, premium content.
Right. With subscriptions, the game is long-term value. So your CRO needs to constantly reinforce the value proposition. Why should they keep paying?
So highlighting savings, convenience, exclusive access.
Exactly. Show them the ongoing benefit and, crucially, give them control with easy management tools.
So they can pause or skip a month or change their plan easily.
Yes. Empowering the customer like that builds huge trust and actually reduces cancellations, weirdly enough. People are less likely to cancel if they know they can easily pause instead.
Interesting. And billing needs to be crystal clear.
Oh, yeah. Billing transparency is vital, no surprises. Explain the cycle, send renewal reminders, make the cancellation process clear and fair, even if you don't want them to use it.
And maybe show off happy long-term subscribers, testimonials.
Definitely. Social proof from people who stuck around is incredibly powerful for subscriptions.
Okay, moving up the price scale now. Luxury goods, high-ticket items. How does the approach change when you're asking for a bigger investment?
Everything needs to feel elevated. Premium brand positioning is everything. Your website design, the photography, the language it all has to scream quality, exclusivity, sophistication.
Telling the story behind the product, craftsmanship.
Absolutely. Talk about the materials, the artisans involved, the heritage. Justify that price point through quality and narrative. And advanced visualization becomes even more important.
Because people really want to scrutinize before spending a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Super high-def, zoomable images, maybe augmented reality, letting them see how that expensive watch looks on their wrist or how that designer sofa fits in their living room.
Wow, okay. Technology helping out there.
Yeah. And trust builders need to be top-notch, too. Yeah. Think extended warranties, maybe white glove delivery service, personalized consultations, dedicated support lines, really high-touch service.
Makes sense. You're buying the experience, too. Okay, last product type. Customizable products, where the customer gets involved in designing it.
Here, the interface is king. It has to be intuitive, visual, and honestly kind of fun to use. Let them easily see all the options, colors, engravings, whatever it is.
And see the changes happen live, like a preview.
Real-time previews are huge. As they click options, they see the product change instantly. That really drives engagement. And pricing needs to be super transparent.
So as they add customizations, the price updates immediately.
Yes, clearly and upfront. No sticker shock at the end. Maybe even show bundle discounts if they combine certain options.
And building trust when the item hasn't even been made yet?
You need clear production timelines. Be upfront about policies on changes or cancellations because it's custom. And showcasing examples of previous custom work photos, maybe even case studies, builds confidence that you can deliver what they envision.
Okay, that covers the product types really well. But CRO isn't just about the product itself. It's about the whole site journey, right? What about specific pages?
Absolutely. Key pages need focused optimization. Your homepage, for instance, it's your front door, needs a clear hero section. What do you do? Who are you? And highlighting bestsellers or popular items is a good move.
Gives people a starting point. What about collection pages where you browse categories?
Logical grouping, definitely. And really good filtering and sorting options are crucial there. Let people narrow it down by price, size, color, whatever makes sense for your products. Keep the product grid clean, visually appealing, with short, enticing descriptions.
Get them to click through to the actual product.
Exactly, which brings us to the product page. This is often where the add to cart decision happens. Needs a clear hierarchy. Key benefits, price, call to action up top, more details further down.
And this is a good place for cross-selling or upselling, too.
Perfect place.
Mm-hmm.
Customers also bought, or complete the look with, suggest relevant items to increase average order value.
And then the final hurdle, cart and checkout.
Critical stage. The main goal here is minimize friction. Once they add to cart, make the path to payment as short and simple as possible, remove distractions.
Fewer steps, fewer fields to fill out.
Exactly. And don't forget abandoned cart recovery emails, essential for bringing back people who got distracted or had second thoughts.
Right. So to actually do all this stuff, we need tools, right? What kind of CRO tools and technologies are out there for Shopify users?
Yeah, there's a lot. Shopify itself has some good built-in things like their optimized checkout and analytics. That's a starting point.
But then there are third-party apps.
Loads of them. Tools for heat maps and session recordings. They show you visually where people are clicking, how they scroll, where they get stuck.
Like watching over their shoulder almost?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have A/B testing platforms. Google Optimize used to be popular. Now there are others like Optimizely, VWO. They manage the testing process. And personalization engines are getting really smart.
Tailoring the site experience based on who the visitor is.
Exactly. Showing different recommendations or even content based on their past behavior. The real power comes from combining data from these tools with your own Shopify analytics.
Okay, makes sense. So we're doing all this work, running tests. How do we know if it's actually working? How do we measure CRO success? It can't be the same for everyone, right?
Definitely not. The key metrics will vary. For physical products, you might focus hard on that cart to purchase rate. How many people who add to cart actually buy?
Okay. And for digital?
Maybe download completion rates or signups for a trial. For subscriptions, churn rate, how many subscribers you're losing, is obviously massive.
And for the pricey luxury stuff?
You might look more at final purchase percentage after a longer consideration phase, or maybe average order value. The key is setting the right benchmarks for your business and your product type.
And watching how behavior changes across the whole funnel.
Exactly. Don't just look at the final conversion rate in isolation. See where people are dropping off at each stage.
So once the basics are solid, are there more advanced CRO tactics people can explore, taking it up a notch?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We touched on personalization, tailoring the experience. That can get really sophisticated. There's also dynamic pricing.
Adjusting prices on the fly. Sounds tricky.
It can be, and you need to be transparent. But adjusting based on demand or segmentation can work. Then there's using scarcity and urgency, but ethically. Real limited stock, genuine timed offers, not fake countdown timers.
Right. Keep it honest.
And building a community around your brand. Newsletters, social groups, loyalty perks. That fosters engagement and repeat business, which is a form of conversion optimization too.
It all connects. You mentioned seeing examples. Case studies probably help bring this to life.
For sure. Seeing how a store boosted sales just by improving product photos, or how another cut subscription churn by making it easy to pause, those real-world examples are super motivating.
Seeing proof that these strategies actually work for different product types.
Exactly. AR try-ons for luxury, real-time previews for custom items, seeing it in action makes a big difference.
Okay, looking ahead then. What are the future trends in Shopify, CRO? What's coming next?
Well, AI and machine learning are getting bigger, helping automate testing, delivering even more personalized experiences. It's moving fast.
Makes sense. What else?
Voice-assisted shopping. It's still early days, but optimizing for voice search and commands could become important. Augmented reality for visualization will keep getting better and more accessible.
So people can really see products in their space.
Yeah. And social commerce, buying directly within platforms like Instagram or TikTok without leaving the app, making that seamless checkout experience crucial across different channels.
Lots to keep an eye on. Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the main takeaway, the core message?
I think it's that CRO on Shopify isn't just one thing. It's about understanding that whole customer journey, start to finish. And crucially, it's about tailoring your approach. What works for selling t-shirts won't necessarily work for selling software subscriptions or custom furniture.
Right. Know your product, know your customer, and optimize accordingly. It's about refining that entire experience specifically for them.
Precisely. So the advice is, experiment. Don't be afraid to try things. Measure the results carefully, learn, and keep iterating. Continuous improvement.
Yeah, never stop testing. So here's something to think about as you go. How will digging deeper into the unique quirks and needs related to your specific product type actually unlock conversion gains you maybe haven't even thought of yet?
Good question to ponder.
And remember, this deep dive was powered by Growth Suite.
Great tool.
It helps you run those smart discount campaigns on your store. You can test it completely free on your Shopify store. Just head over to the Shopify App Store, search for Growth Suite, and give it a go.